even when there's no public supply, there's generator there, there's inverter, there's, you know, we generate our power, we we supply ourselves water, you know, all sort of things. It is well, Nigeria will get better one day.
Amen.
All right, let's take our news point. State Police, IG sets up panel to propose framework. Newly sworn in Inspector General of Police, Tunji Disu, on Wednesday. To accommodate the proposed reform. Speaking during the inauguration, Disu said the committee's task was to examine the concept of state policing as part of effort to strengthen Nigeria's internal security architecture and improve community-based policing. He said the committee will review existing policing models within and outside Nigeria, assess community security needs, propose an operational framework for state police structures, and address issues of recruitment, training, standards, funding, accountability, and oversight. Among other responsibilities, the committee is expected to review existing policing models within and outside Nigeria, assess community security needs and emerging risks across the country, propose an operational framework for establishment and coordination of state police structures, address issues relating to recruitment, training, standards, and resource allocation, and develop robust accountability and oversight mechanism to ensure professionalism and public trust. This is said state police formation could provide localized policing services focused on community safety, conflict prevention, neighborhood patrols, and early response to threats. This collaborative arrangement will encourage specialization, strengthen professionalism, and ultimately deliver more effective security outcomes for our citizens. The steering committee is chaired by Professor Olu Ogushaki, DG of the National Institute of Police Studies, with CP Bode Ojajuni as secretary. Other members are DCP Okebuchi Agora, DCP Sulaimon Guma, ACP Kechuku Okafo, CSP Tolulokbe Ikpimishon, and CP Emmanuel Ojuku, retired. Also speaking shortly after his swearing in as the substantive Inspector General of Police, Disu disclosed he had constituted a committee to develop the Nigerian Police Force position on the proposed establishment of state police. All right, there's no time to waste. So the IGP immediately was sworn in yesterday. He swung into action by setting up a committee to recommend the best framework for the establishment of state police. According to this report, Mr. President challenged the leadership of the 10th Senate to amend the Constitution to accommodate the establishment of state police, especially now that we are facing a security challenge in the country. But the big question has always been the fear in some quarters that some state governors might abuse state police to hunt their political opponents eventually when the Constitution is amended to accommodate the creation of state police.
Yeah, the fears are valid because I watched a program yesterday where this particular issue was discussed, and it has happened before where governors have taken advantage of state policing. Even Mr. President, during his when he mentioned it at a dinner, he also said he also mentioned that clause about governors taking advantage of the state policing. I just, like Ajibola said, like Mr. President who has said, I just hope that the governors of today are more exposed and understand and value what this state policing will be for their respective state and how much it will do for them beyond their selfish interest.
I mean, if you have the interest of your people at heart, then you would not want to abuse this initiative. And I really like that
The new IGP.
Yeah, the new IGP. Yeah, he's taking the right step in the right direction.
Swung into action
yeah,
immediately.
And then the state police would also help the policemen too. It would be less of a burden for them. There are some things that, where we have the state police, they'll be able to, you know, step into before the police can come in. That's the federal police now can come in and sort out. And there would be a smooth work between the state police and the federal police force.
Okay.
Ajibola, sorry, I want to add something. Sorry, some people are even of the opinion that, you know, there is already duplication of police.
Yeah.
Yes, there's the duplication of it already. That NSCDC, what are they? Federal Road Safety Commission, what are they? NDLEA, what are they? ICPC. Civil defense.
But they have their own core functions already that are, you know, spelled out.
But it's still policing.
Our fingers are crossed. So we're looking upon the leadership of the 10th Senate to do the needful with the Constitution to accommodate the creation of state police, like Mr. President had requested.
Okay, I'll go to the next story. Alleged terrorism, AGF takes over Malami son's trial. The Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, has assumed control of the prosecution of a former AGF to AGF now, Abubakar Malami, and his son Abdulaziz over alleged terrorism-related offences and unlawful possession of firearms. The development informed the transmitted from the Department of State Services to the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation. He sought an adjournment to enable the prosecution to review the case file and take an informed decision, adding that a short date would suffice. Counsel for the defendants, Mr. Adedayo Adedeji, did not oppose the application but urged the court to strike out the charge if the prosecution failed to open its case on the next adjourned date, alleging lack of diligent prosecution. Responding, the DPPF described the defense's proposed application as premature. Justice Joy Abdulmalik subsequently adjourned the matter to March 10, 2026 for commencement of trial and directed the prosecution to formally open its case on that date. The DSS had arraigned Malami and his son on terrorism-related charges, including alleged refusal to prosecute suspected terrorism financiers and unlawful possession of firearms. Is it that is it that the AGF now will be the judge in charge of this case, or what is this?
Or it will be the one to lead the team of the federal government.
Or will he lead the team of the federal government?
Of the federal government.
Okay.
My own is this. I don't want media trial. And I don't want the situation whereby at the end of the day, you're going to strike a deal with Malami and tell him to... there's a particular name they use for plea bargaining. I don't want that. If you know you want to prosecute and you're really serious about fighting corruption, then fight it. And so the same law that you do apply to poor men, let it apply to rich men as well.
So that others
if he's found guilty, it's still innocent as of now. If he's found guilty, then he should be punished in accordance with the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Some people ask, like what you just said, do big men go to prison?
Are they above the law?
But they are not above the law.
I think they don't have immunity anymore.
What I find very, very, I don't know the word to use, appalling is you occupy a public office and then you leave and you can't leave with dignity.
Yeah. In Nigeria. I don't want to say that thing. Okay. They play.
My own story. FCCPC warns Lagos traders against no return, no refund policy. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has warned Lagos traders against enforcing the illegal no return, no refund policy. Dr. Olubumi Oti, Zonal Coordinator of the FCCPC Southwest Zone, made this remark during the inauguration of new executives of the Phone and Allied Product Dealers Association here in Lagos. She said the commission was in the market to educate traders on their obligations to consumers and the consequences of violating the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Act FCCPA 2018. She added that the Commission was also raising awareness among consumers about their rights and responsibilities, stressing that consumer education is the first line of defense against exploitation. Citing the widespread no return, no refund policy, she emphasized that it is prohibited under Nigerian law. There is no such thing as no return, no refund. If a product does not fulfill its intended purpose, the consumer has the right to return it. She explained that when consumers lodge complaints, the Commission invites businesses for mediation and ensures appropriate remedies such as refund, replacement, or exchange are granted. She says where businesses refuse to comply, the law empowers the Commission to impose fines, withdraw products, seize goods, prosecute offenders, or shut down erring businesses. That's basically the thrust of the story. Well, FCCPC have come to warn Lagos traders against the no return, no refund policy, and it's also good for consumers to know their rights.
About time, because I don't understand. Let me give you a scenario. I took, I took some clothes to the dry cleaners, and when they gave me the price, it was a bit high. I went back. So I left. I sat in my car. I thought about it, but I went back. I said, "Please, can I have my?" Even though I had paid, I said, "Please, can I have my clothes back? I think the price you gave me was too high." And guess what? They said because I had paid,
you can't refund.
They can't.
Have they rendered any service?
No. It was a space of 5 to 10 minutes. It's not as if I left and came back the following day.
Still within
I was still within. I just sat in my car. I said, "But that's a lot now. Why am I paying so much to work? I beg." So I went back inside, collected my clothes, and said because I had paid, that they weren't going to refund my money. I said, "Call your madam or call your oga." The woman was telling me. I said, "Do you know where I work? Do you know who I am?" Okay. I work with the Consumer Protection in Lagos State. And if you want to be sure of this, I'll show you my ID card. You're on you.
Did it not?
Did they refund your money?
Why not? In this Lagos. so I picked up my phone, like after speaking with her on the phone. I picked up my phone, like I was talking to one of the guys. I said, hey, why is that tax force? Okay, when you finish it for Lagoro, I'll be Bagada. Come here now.
Well, I see no reason why you should compel anybody to patronize you.
My choice.
You've not rendered the service.
And if you render a service and I'm not satisfied, then you should be able to return my money.
Yes. If I don't like the product or the services you have rendered, I don't like it. Give me back my money. It's a big thing in Nigeria, especially in this Lagos, especially online. If you do online,
and what you see online is not what you get at the end of the day.
Hey, what I ordered versus what I got.
All right, we'll see how FCCPC will go about it and, of course, enforce this law to protect consumers in the country and, in particular, Lagos State. We already know that LASCOPA is doing a lot already. So those are the news points. Let's go to the X platform now and see what is trending. The Ebora Owo himself is 89 years. And, people are celebrating the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. And many are saying that the man is still fit at 89. And, trying to compare his fitness to some other people I would not like to mention, but Baba is still fit. We're also joining Nigerians to celebrate him at 89. Of course, I have my issues with him when he was in power. There are certain things that he got right, and there are a lot of things that he got wrong. And sometimes he acts like, I know everything.
Yes.
And these days, he's not been writing letters. What does that mean?
Exactly. He's getting old.
He's getting old.
He's getting old. He hasn't been writing. He hasn't been writing letters. Okay, I have a message here. This is the only man who has the balls to deal ruthlessly with any form of terrorism in Nigeria. Even at 89, he would deliver a deadly blow. Happy birthday, President Olusegun Aremu Okikiola Matthew Obasanjo.
And there was a rumor that he died.
Yes. Did you hear that rumor? I heard it. Did you hear?
Baba has said
Baba is still strong at 89.
He said they can't pay.
And you know, the more you talk about these people that they've died, I think that is when their life gets longer. Do you remember just before he was president, that was in 1999, there was this riot in Lagos. I was coming back from Abeokuta then. I was coming into Lagos and there was this riot, this protest that Obasanjo had died after he had won elections, about to be sworn in. If you see Lagos that evening, everywhere, chaos. This is the second time I'm hearing of his rumored supposed death. Emi Baba Mama Gunsini.
By the grace of God, and Baba had fought so many battles. I remember how Abacha dealt with him.
He's a strong man. He's a strong old man, and we still need him alive. We need him alive, at least if it's just to humor us sometimes.
And Baba can dance,
Yeah.
There was a video that I saw.
He plays football.
Baba and what's the name of this woman again? Florence
in
when she clocked
Tagiwa,
80.
they were they were dancing. I could see him moving. I said, this man, hey.
All right, we say congratulations once again to Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, former president of Nigeria at 89. May you continue to be strong. That's what is trending on X this morning. We'll take a very short break at this moment. When we come back, we'll be looking at the standard of education in Nigeria, as well as some of the challenges plaguing this particular sector in the country. And government after government, it's appearing like they're all paying lip service to the improvement of the education sector in Nigeria. I'm still waiting for that day when their children or grandchildren would start attending public school in Nigeria, if indeed they believe in the brand that they're projecting. That conversation is after this break.